Well, all, it's Mr. Tom here in deep South Bama. I want to take a minute today, just let you know why I'm doing all this, why I started a YouTube channel, why I started taking videos in the first place. And in the beginning, I didn't have any reason to start a YouTube channel. I just wanted to start documenting what I was doing here on the old home place. I'd never taken a video before, and as if you watch my videos, you can tell that. They're not the greatest in the world. I don't have the best camera equipment or the best sound equipment. I may never have. I'm retired now. I live on fixed income. I got so much coming in and I got to make it do. I've got a little Sony Cybershot that you're watching me on now. It was actually given to me by my daughter a few years back. In fact, when I started taking videos, I didn't even use it. I bought a $69 video camera off of Amazon, and that's what I took my first few videos with. And then I found the camera she gave me. Lo and behold, it also took videos. And it's a step up from that cheap $69 camera. And I do wish I had $1,500, $2,000 to invest in video equipment so I could take, better videos and present things a little bit better. That's just not on the plate right now. I've got to do with what I got. I can take that money. Lord knows this piece of property, the house, the outbuildings, can definitely benefit from it far better than the money spent for camera equipment. So at times, things are going to be a little bit blurry. The sound may not be the best. But got to do with what I got to do with. Don't have any choice. But another reason I started all this is I got 3 children, 2 daughters and 1 son. I got an amazing grandson. And they're not all into growing their own food, doing things themselves right now. They're away now from home, got their own lives to live. They've had some hard lives. I'm not going to go into that all at this moment. But they're coming along well. I'm proud of each one of them. But I wanted to start documenting this for them. Because there's going to come a time when old Papo just ain't here anymore. And they're really big now on the internet. Lord knows I've heard it more times than I'd like to remember. Well, Daddy, I went on the internet and this is what I found and this is what they say. Now they don't know the people who say it. They don't know the experience they have or their background. And you would think they'd put a little more weight into what old Papo said. But if you got children, you can know that's not always the case. But there may come a time in their life when things just don't go the way they plan. They could have a life-changing event in the future, low on money, and they may need to know how to grow their own food. They may need to know how to do it themselves and not pay for someone else to do it. So my thinking was, I'd start documenting what I'm doing here, restoring this old place of mine. And over the course of it, they'll see their daddy planting out veggies. You'll see them clearing off the land. You'll see them putting the garden plots back in shape. You'll see what he gets out of them. You'll watch him restore this old house here, the old shop building. And over the next year, a few years to come, you'll see this whole place progress. And in the end, everything I do will benefit them. Not only these videos, but this very place. And it's not much. It's not the 110 acres I owned up in southern Tennessee, or the 9-acre commercial truck farm I ran up on the ridge. It's only a little over half acre. But it's enough to take care of a family. So once upon a time, it did exactly that. It grew the food that raised them. We had a lot of good times here. Hopefully we'll have some more. And that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing it for me. Because I've been gardening and farming since I was 6 years old. Started with my daddy. Back then we gardened because we wanted to eat. That's just where it's going to come from. And what we grew and what we raised meant what we would eat that winter till the next harvest came. We farmed. And even though Daddy was in the military, that was his primary job, didn't pay enough to raise a family of 4 kids and mama. So we farmed to make extra money. That and feed ourselves. We raised more rabbits than I'd even cared to remember. We had pigs, we had cattle. Now, Daddy wasn't much on chickens. He just didn't like them, so we never had them. And I've worked since I was 6 in the gardens and the farm. And I've held a public job since I was 13 years old. When my daddy dropped me off in the center of Huntsville, Alabama, and told me he wanted me to have a job before he came by that afternoon on his way home from the base. Now his purpose wasn't for me to actually get a job. His purpose was to teach me a lesson about money's hard to come by, because I'd been complaining about working on the farm. I was just a young teenager then, and I could see all the other teenagers. They were going out, camping, hiking, fishing. Not me. I had gardening chores to do. I had farm chores to do. Many days, that'd be well on till dark. Of course, by then, all my friends would be in the house. And what he didn't expect was I actually found a job that day. And when he came by that afternoon, was blowing the horn and screaming for me, I walked up. I found me a job at a Texaco station. And I was all dressed up in my little Texaco uniform back then. That's how it was done. Had my green Texaco uniform on, my cap. Walked up, asked him if I could help him. He didn't look up at first. When he did, he said, "Well, son, get on in the car." "But Daddy, I can't." I said, "What do you mean? I'm telling you, boy." "But Daddy, you said get a job." And I got one. And I don't get off till 10. My daddy didn't say a word. He said, okay, I'll be back to pick you up. And he drove off. I'd be 31 years old before I'd learned from my mama that Daddy hated that day more than ever. He never said a word. You see, he'd get off. He'd drive 27 miles out to Harvest, Alabama, where our place was. Then around 9:30 every night, he'd drive that 27 miles back to pick me up, take me home. He would never complain. Why? Because I did exactly what Daddy said do. I got me a job. And I didn't get to keep all that money like kids do now. I had to give my money to my family so we buy things we need. Yeah, there were times that I wished I'd keep a little bit for myself. And, you know, every once in a while, my dear mama, she'd sneak me a little. And I was ever so grateful. So here again, these are the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing. Oh, there's so many more. Oh, I do love the land. I've loved the garden since the first time I saw corn shoot up in a cup in my 4th grade class. I love raising animals. And I'm going to have me some chickens here. Maybe some rabbits. Now, cows and pigs, they're probably out of the question. We might be able to sneak a pig in. We may try. But my point being, we're going to be doing all this over the next year or two and going forward, along with taking people back, making some memories, showing you some things about Alabama you may just not know. Because Alabama is a wonderful place. It gets a lot of bad press. But here in Alabama, we got a lot going on. And I want to share that with all of y'all. I want to share the history of Alabama, the places, the people, as well as what old Mr. Tom does. Because I've learned a few things in life. I learned them from people that were my age back when I was in my 20s. I know a few things or two. Things that you're not going to see on YouTube. You're not going to read on any website. I don't have a website yet. Not sure I will. I am on Facebook, though I don't frequent it often. I'm just there so to keep track of the kids. So, hopefully, if you like what you see, and you want to see it the way it is, for real, not made up for YouTube, not made up to get views, subscribers, not highly edited. I'm not here to create content. I'm here to create my life and share it with my children, my grandson. And if any of y'all happen to drop in, pull up a chair, sit with us a while, and I'm more than willing to share it with you too. And I welcome each and every one of you that come along. So I'm going to leave you now, because there's plenty of work to do around here for one little old country boy. Until the next time, folks, y'all take care out there wherever you are. Stay safe. And God bless you and yours. And bye for now.